Good morning and a very warm welcome here from the Hagerbach Test Gallery from the WEBAC booth. If I say we, I am not alone here, I am together with Harald. Just a short introduction, as you have seen in the company presentation. We are a medium-sized, family-owned company and we are located in Hamburg. First of all, I have to say thanks a lot for this perfect preparation of this event, and we are so happy and glad to be here and we are so excited. So, all the best. So, my name is Markus. I am today here with Harald.
My name is Harald Schmidt. I'm technical manager at WEBAC and I'm taking care of data analysis and method statement in the back office. Today, I'm very happy to be here at the Hagerbach NXT50 festival, and I want to also send greetings to all our customers and friends here on site and around the world. Also, a big compliment from my side to the guys from Hagerbach for setting up this beautiful event in this even more beautiful venue. Today, I will take care of your questions, so please put them in the live chat and we will answer them at the end of the session.
Super, Harald, thank you. On my right side, you see also Maurice and Stefan, our technician. They will perform today our practical part. Maybe you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Markus. My name is Maurice and I'm working at WEBAC for almost 10 years and I'm working in the international sales department and also working as an application engineer, taking care of our customers, making in-house trainings and support our customers on construction sites all over the world. And next to me is Stefan and I may ask you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Maurice. My name is Stefan. I'm working for WEBAC since 2008. And I'm working in a sales department, exports department, doing site trainings, outside trainings, on-site, customer trainings. I'm working there as an application engineer and doing all the best to give the best service on the sites worldwide. But now I'm switching back to Markus. Maybe he has some other things to say.
Thanks a lot, guys. We prepared for you today the hybrid system. The hybrid system is the combination between the traditional cement grouting plus chemical grouting. And to take us with you, we have prepared a small animation how it works. So, like I said before, it is a combination between the traditional cement grouting and the chemical grouting. The big advantage with this system is that you can run it 100% automatically. So, with a computer in between, you see the system is totally self-regulating and you also have the choice between different mixing ratios. So you are able to change the product properties to the conditions on site, how you need it. So this goes, you see it on the left side, from a foaming system. In the middle you see a very fast curing system, and on the right side you see a pasty grout. So all these is possible by changing the mixing ratio.
Yeah, typical applications would be the backfilling of tunnel linings where you have big water inflows and where you have to be careful with your injection speed. It's for both the segmental lining as well as the conventional tunnel lining. You can control the speed, you can control the properties with our WEBAC toolbox. And you can fill fissures. It's also used where you have big ground fissures to improve and where you have to be careful in the control how the backfilling is interacting with the lining. It is also possible to use it for anchoring, both with tension and with pile. Positive and negative. It is useful for slope stabilization and rockfall protection. And as you can see here, it is working in all climatic conditions. We can adapt the properties with our WEBAC toolbox. It's also for dam and hydraulic structures, for embankments and ground improvements, where you have big streams in the underground and need a fast reaction. WEBAC, our formula is your solution.
So now you have seen it, how it looks like in theory. Now we are coming to the practical part. On this side you can see the cementitious pump. We already pre-mix the cement. We use the CEM 142.5 with a water cement ratio of 0.8. So mixing has been done. This pump is operated by Hans-Jörg from Heni, and we would like to thank them once again for their support. Next to the cementitious pump, we have here a flow measurement unit for the cement line, so we can control the flow of the cement during the injection. On the other side, we have our chemical two-component pump. This is a very common pump, and on top of this pump, once again, a flow measurement to control the mixing ratio between the cement and the construction chemicals. And in front, you can see here on the bottom, two canisters with our injection material WEBAC-Chemie, two-component fixed mixing ratio of 1:1 parts by volume. And now Stefan is going to tell you what we are going to demonstrate in the next minutes.
Thanks, Maurice. So for this event, we prepared two mock-ups, which shows or give an overview about the product range we can adjust with that. First, you see a cylinder which is filled with gravel, and it's a little bit difficult to say up, but we filled it half with water. The target for that application is to push the water out using by a hybrid system, which is an thixotropic version. In that case, we push out the water and fill all that cavity with the cement and the hybrid mixture. On the other hand, we prepared a ramp like this. So there we want to show the flowing of the material. Everyone knows that the cement will, if you pump the cement on top, it will run down. But with that material, we are also able to adjust the material to make sure that we have not this high amount of flowing of the cement line. The target is that we can stop in maybe in that area here. And yeah, I think everything is said enough. So I would step backwards and would say, let's go.
Yeah.
So now we are starting filling the cylinder. You see it gets a little bit darker now, and darker now means the cement will start working there. We try to push the water upwards. Maurice is checking the mixing ratio during this part of injection to make sure that we have the same level between cement grouting and chemical grouting. Now it gets filled a little bit more, and we push up the water upwards and upwards and upwards. Here you see all the cavities or the, let's say, honeycombs which are in the gravel getting filled more and more, and the water level is rising up. And we won't have any dismixture of the concrete, of the cement line and the water inside. Now we're coming more and more higher and higher, and everything looks really rigid in that area. The mixing ratio of cement, like Maurice explained, is 5 parts to 1. So we have a smooth mixture to push out the water out of that cylinder. Now we're coming higher and higher. Goes upwards and upwards. And here we see the reaction starts of the material, so it's much more rigid now. Nothing is more flowing here in that area, only on that part where we push out the water out of the cylinder. You see it really good here on that example. Push out and fill it from the middle, right, get a good block there. Wollen wir wechseln?
Geht noch.
We come close and close and close.
Das soll laufen.
Really good, what you see really good here is the push out of the water, which comes out here. And the pure rigid material on the bottom of the cylinder. Okay. Now we switch to the other application to demonstrate the flowing of the material of that ramp. Thank you, Maurice. This is like you know from the cement line, so it flows down. Takes a little bit time, but now it gets more and more thixotropic here in that area. And you see it's less flowing. Now you can see the first stopping in the middle of the ramp here. So it pushes down, but only half the way. If I go that way and I go back, you see it comes down and stops. So that means the thixotropic effect of the material starts. And we are able to fill, let's say, the material inside cavities with a water movement inside the structure. See, really good. Now we are on the point where it flows only half of a meter. And the important thing is, with less foaming factor, which is also necessary if you have, let's say, structures, weaker structures, where you don't need any foam pushing pressure on the structure. There's a good version here. Now we have a good result. You see, it flows down, but it stops immediately. This is what we want in that case. Sorry guys, it's only cement, it's not chocolate. We are in Switzerland here, so. Okay. Well, we are ready. We have to flush it a little bit. So finally, we flush down the pump. This will be done with a cement line and with a cleaner or with the A component. And as you see, it is really rigid also. You can touch it and it's hard. So that means you are able to fill cavities without any loss of material. So thanks guys. Thank you, Maurice. That's from our side, from our presentation side. Now I introduce you again, Markus.
Thanks a lot, guys. So it was really a perfect result here, and you can see that you are able to adapt the product properties to the conditions on site. So it is the application range you have already seen in the animation. So if you have the further question, Harald, maybe you can check here our online questionnaire. Are there questions?
There are some very interesting questions. I would place this one to you. What influence does the mixing ratio and the cement ratio have on the properties?
Okay, that's a very good question. One key point is the water-cement ratio. By meaning, if you are lowering the water-cement ratio, the product will cure much more faster. The other point is the global mixing ratio between the cement slurry and the chemical grout. So I think that's...
I think the rest of the questions we will take with email and answer in the live chat then afterwards. Thank you very much for your questions.
Guys, come over me. I would like to thank you again. And Hans-Jörg, for sure. Again, thank you to the guys from Eni, and thank you for your time, and have a great event. And like we say in Hamburg, tschüss.
Tschüss.
Cheers.